Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear, and we're going to look at some brand new bags today. This is the Division 1 backpack from Push. All of these bags, all of the Push bags have a lot of pockets, a lot of features, a lot of customizing ability to it, so you can choose a lot of things for your bag. Kind of keeps it from being just a run-of-the-mill average bag that everybody else has got. So let's kind of jump into this one. This again is their backpack, the Division 1 backpack. First thing we'll do is just start with the options that you get for the backpack, or for their bags in general, I should say. Most of their bags, or almost all their bags, you get to choose the color that you want of the accessory pieces. So like this backpack that we have here, it's going to be black, as you can see, the bag itself, but this one has a lime green, almost neon-y green accent pieces to it. It's got a keychain, it's got these pull tabs on it, which help you get a better grip on the zippers and open them up. And on the back, it's got green straps. Now, when you order this bag, you'll get the option of choosing what color you want for your pieces. You can choose green, you can choose gray, like these ones right here, but there's a ton of different colors. I think there's 10 colors altogether that you could choose from. Black, blue, green, gray, multicam, olive purple, red, tan, and tiger stripe. So two printed versions, a multicam and a tiger stripe print, and then a ton of solid colors. So it really gives you the option to kind of configure the bag to maybe fit your team colors, your clothing colors, whatever colors you want, a favorite color. It gives you that option of making it more personal, I guess, really than anything else. So that being said, let's kind of look at the bag itself. There's a lot. There's a lot of little bits to these bags, so we'll try to cover it all and give you a good idea of the bag, which is pretty awesome. From the outside, you've got strapping for standard MOLLE weave systems. You can attach things to the outside using a MOLLE weave or an accessory that has the modular setup or the MOLLE setup on there. You can strap it right onto the front, which is cool. Keychain, obviously, and these keychains are removable, so if you don't like it right here where they've put it on there for you or where you're getting it, you can just move it anywhere you want that's got a strap or any kind of hook to it. You can put it on there. This outside pocket that you see first right here, so let me get this out of the way. This top section, how it snaps on like that, is actually just a little cutout right there, and you can slide it out. And when it is inserted properly in there, the little tab on the hook kind of holds it in place. So it won't pop off by itself until you actually try to get it out of there, which is cool. It means you can easily move that thing out of there. It's not plastic. You're not worrying about breaking anything. It's an actual metal clamp or metal clip at the top of it right there. Get that there. This opens up into a section of the bag which has, I guess you kind of call it weather protective covering to it on the inside. So this will be great for anything that is wet, muddy, sandy, dirty, whatever it happens to be that you want to keep it away from all the other stuff inside of there. A nice little pouch just for that inside of there. And again, this pouch is not deep. It's maybe 1 inch tall, but it does go down all the way to the bottom of the bag inside here. And you fold it up and you can actually see the different kind of material right there. But that's not all. Moving further up the bag, we go this way. You can see, and you find my zippers here, they are. So this one. Now this kind of opens just a secondary slot behind that front one. And this has, on the inside, it has a small little padded section right here. Maybe 6 inches by 4 inches in there. This would be great for phones. It's like got a microfiber insert to it or covering to it, so it's not going to damage anything that is sensitive inside there. Anything with glass, or it has a screen or anything, you can slide that right in there. Plus it does drop in deep inside here. It comes all the way to the bottom as well. It has a couple little slots from pens and pencils, and then one extra zipper on the inside with a little pocket pouch at the top, which goes about that deep inside there, so I can fit my hand in there. But just another extra little spot. They're really utilizing every little bit of space in these bags to put things in. And then the main pocket from the outside is going to be in here. You can see inside of there. This has two kind of divisions to it, neither of which are padded on this particular insert section right here, or pocket section. You could put all sorts of things in here. This could, in theory, fit a gun. If you wanted to slide one in there, that would be no problem. But this bag really isn't designed for guns and gun accessories. There's no spot for barrels. There's no spot for a tank. There's no spot for accessories like that. So it's not really geared towards paintball gear. It's a backpack. It'll carry gear, obviously, but it can carry a slew of other things. Books, clothes, whatever happens to be a good travel bag. It's got all that stuff in there. But it will work for paintball. Now, I'm rolling around the sides of the bag here. If we come to this side, you can see we do have a little pocket right here. And it does have this weaved cord or weaved strap over the outside. So depending on how you've tightened this up, it'll give you more room to put something bigger inside of here. Water bottles, I mean, that's always what comes to mind. And if you want to just collapse it down and get it out of the way, you can. Plus, what this does, since it's attached to the outside of the bag, let's just say you've got something very thin in here and you don't have a bunch of gear in it and you don't want a big balloony bag, you can collapse this all the way down and it's going to thin this thing out as far as possible. So it kind of serves two purposes. Keeps the grip on what you've got in your side pouch and also can compress the bag down to make it as small as possible. And you get that on both sides here as well as on the bottom. You have two little straps here. If you want to get this as narrow as you can at the bottom, you can just tighten these up. And it's going to keep this nice and compact at the bottom down here. Or you can open it up and let this balloon out as far as you can. You can see how much space you can get at the bottom right there. It's quite a deep bag, or wide, I guess would be the appropriate term, if you open it up all the way. All right. Up at the top here, you've got one folded section, kind of like a flap that comes over the top that does attach here. And a lot of their bags, almost all of their bag or gear bag or duffels or backpack styles have this Velcro section at the top right here. So you can attach stuff to the outside. They sell a number kit that you can put your number. Maybe if you want to have your gear bags match your jersey number or team number, whatever it happens to be, you have a special number that you like, you can stick those on the outside here as well. This zips open and just reveals a little internal pocket that's as big as the flap up here. It'll let you just store extra stuff inside of there. All right, so let's close this back up. And we'll go ahead and flip it over and we'll look at the back side. So back side, this is where our straps are. We've got a couple things going on here. I've got the bottom actually, so let's spin it around so it makes more sense. The back has a little patch on the back inside bottom where you could put your name on it, your team name, just the name of the bag and all that stuff on there. Moving up here, you've got one large carry handle at the top. So if you wanted to just carry it by the top rather than having to use it as a backpack, you can carry that around. You could loop something through there and sling it over your shoulder, whatever you want it to be, if for some reason you didn't want to use it as a backpack. Works great as a backpack, so I would use it like that. On the backing, this is against your back. Good padding on here. It's nice and thick. Has some vent channels, so it can help with breathability. It doesn't have as much vent channels as we've seen in other backpacks, but it has wide enough ones where it should help get some of that heat out there and be very comfortable. The padding's nice on the back, so I have no complaints with comfort with this bag at all. The back side does have a zipper right here. So we can open this zipper up. And it shows us an inside pocket right here. So this pocket runs the whole length. So inside here, you've got the nice padding of this section right here, which would be against your back. And you've got the padded front of the inside section in here to kind of give layers of padding on both sides. So this will be great for a laptop, tablet, whatever you want to slide in here that needs to stay thin and be protected at the same time. So perfect section for that as well. I like that. I like having these little sections that are out of the way of the internal section of the bag. I have a bag at home, which is a great backpack, but the computer slot for it is inside the main compartment. So I've put my computer in there and I've loaded it up with a bunch of stuff, and then I get to the airport and I need to get my computer out for the TSA check, and I got to unload everything that's inside of there. Nightmare. So this one, undo that, you can pull your laptop right out and set it to the side. Really makes it more convenient than the bag I've got at home. Straps. So we've got these straps right here, which are adjustable. You can see that they're adjustable along the bottom right here, and they're removable. Like we talked about with at the beginning with being able to choose your own. Being able to choose your own makes you need to be able to have to remove these things, should you get the whim to do so. So you can see that that comes off, and this comes off. Makes it very easy to switch everything out. You get a new set of straps, you can throw them on there. You buy one, and then you decide that you don't like red straps anymore, or you're not playing for a team that's got red gear anymore, or maybe you just don't like the color red anymore. I don't know. You can easily give yourself a new bag. It's almost like getting a brand new bag, kind of. The color really makes a world of difference on there. So you can undo these straps, put them back on, snap it together. Bob's your uncle. Got a whole new bag. Just like that. Very, very simple, very easy to do. They didn't make it confusing with the loops and doodads and things like that. Really, really easy to put together. And then you've got one last thing, which kind of is hidden throughout this whole thing. It's right here. These two snaps at the top. You undo these two snaps. This whole section rolls up like this. And you have this giant compartment that actually runs the whole length of the bag. You can see I got my arm all the way down in there. You can even put it on and wear it as a hat. But it is solely designed for wet, dirty, sandy, muddy, gross stuff that you don't want to get mixed with your other stuff. You want to keep your clean section clean, your dirty section dirty. So after you've done playing in the rain or the mud or whatever it be, you can just shove all of this stuff down in there and take it out and clean it when you get home. Roll the top down, snap it together. Nothing is going to get away from it. And there's one extra pocket right there. Microfiber line, so you could put phone in there as well. But this right here, having this huge section for dirty clothes, muddy stuff, is really quite handy. Now, let's say you put a bunch of stuff inside of here and it's just filthy on the inside. A lot of people ask, well, how are you going to keep that part clean? What are you going to do to that? Are you going to just have a dirty bag all the time? If you reach all the way down in there, you can grab it and you can pull it out. So you can get this thing out of there, get all the ends all the way out, and you can clean it. You can wipe it down, you can clean it. I guess if you were handy with the hose, you could spray it down. You could do all sorts of stuff with this thing, cleaning wise, to keep it as a usable option. Now, if you do that, I would definitely recommend letting this thing dry out, because the last thing you want to do is take a wet bag and jam it down in there and it's just going to stay wet. So make sure it's dry before you put it back together, but at least you'll have the ability to clean it. You pull it right out, clean it up, get the middle of it again, and push it back down in there. Might be a little more tricky than we thought here. There we go. And work it all the way down in there. Make sure you get those corners into the corners. And there we go. Take that, fold it down, kind of just roll it down like a burrito, and snap it together. That'll keep all your gross stuff from getting all your other stuff gross. Sweet backpack. Push Division 1 backpack. It's got more accessories than you could possibly ever need, although I think if I had this backpack, I would fill every single one of them up. Plus, with the things that it comes with, or the options that they give you to change the colors on it, I think is quite interesting, and it's a different approach to a gear bag than anybody's ever done. So you get a lot of cool stuff, you get a lot of cool features, and you get a comfortable bag. I think it's a great choice. So check it out on the website. Push Division 1 backpack, available through A&S Gear. Order yours today.